And of course, there's a spectrum. You know, when people have antisocial personality disorder, there's people who can do, you know, unspeakable amounts of damage. And then there's people who are just lower on the spectrum, like many disorders. So I'm just wondering, when you kind of came to the realization that, yeah, maybe I do meet lots of that criteria, did you feel like you wanted to change? And then what was the change process like for you to try to, I guess, give up some of the traits that were not so positive?
So once I realized it wasn't from any like kind of like moral thing that I wanted to change. It was that these behaviors no longer worked for the situation that I was in, the life that I was living, and I needed to learn new things and learn new ways to kind of live life. And like I'm not that good at it yet. I was still working on it, but I don't know. It's weird. There was no guilt motivating me. There was not really shame. Like I could think about my past like wrongdoings and know that I should feel bad for it, but I just couldn't.
Do you feel any remorse for any
Um,
situations?
I get not really intellectually, not really. It's like I know that my actions had consequences, and I feel sorry for them for that. It's but like I don't think it's a true emotion.
Yeah. And then guilt is not really an emotion that you can resonate with.
No, not really. That's it. That's why I had such part of why I had such an issue with cheating that I just didn't care. I didn't feel guilty about it. I could compartmentalize and shut off whatever I needed to shut off.
You mentioned a lot about like relationships and things that you would do to hurt people in relationships, but I'm just trying to think of like the other areas of your life. So if you don't feel guilt and you don't feel remorse, then if you just steal from someone, like if they're not your partner, just a random person, you're not going to feel very bad. So therefore, and also people with antisocial personality disorder are very impulsive. So was it those kind of behaviors? Obviously, I know that perhaps with addiction, there was a lot of those behaviors to feed your habit. But if we kind of think outside of the addiction, would you impulsively kind of steal from someone and do those kind of behaviors out of not feeling remorse, not feeling guilt, and not being able to look at consequences?
Yeah, stealing was a big hobby of mine. I spent a lot of and I didn't steal from so a majority of my thievery came from like big box retailers, like companies, not people. Um, so I felt that that was even more another way to like absolve myself of any guilt. But I stole a snowboard from a place one time. Like I just had no fear of getting caught and no just I couldn't conceive of a world where I'm gonna be in jail if I do this. Um,
Did that ever get addictive, like the thrill of having something that you wanted to steal or scam or defraud someone, and that it was very hard to rein yourself in and not do that behavior?
I don't. It feels more like it was just I didn't get that much joy out of it. I don't I don't think that there was like a rush or like a thrill of getting away with it or anything. Like I think it was I wanted that thing and now I have that thing, and it was I don't know. It's just that emotional range is just not there.
Yeah.